The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, has emphasized the need for massive investment in the electricity sector for Nigeria to increase its GDP to $1 trillion by 2030, as projected by President Bola Tinubu. The minister made the call at the opening session of a ministerial retreat on the Integrated National Electricity Policy and Strategic Implementation Plan held in Abuja. Correspondent Kule Ojo completes the story.
The retreat marks the inaugural phase of a 3-day stakeholders engagement aimed at formulating the INP-SIP, ultimately intended for presentation and approval by the Federal Executive Council. Addressing the gathering, the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, emphasized the need for federal government to work with the states and local government councils to increase the coverage and distribution of electricity across the country. He added that the Electricity Act 2023 now allows, in line with the 1999 Constitution as amended, the states may establish the legal, regulatory, and commercial frameworks for their domestic electricity markets. Adelabu stressed that this must happen if the country must increase the geographical footprints of electricity supply and consumption for the residents and businesses across Nigeria.
Outcomes that have the highest probability of delivering positive impact for our country. Some of these themes are: number one, electricity market design. The national wholesale electricity markets, the state electricity markets, and their various stakeholders, involving franchising arrangements, infrastructure requirements, and technical support. The Electricity Act 2023 now allows, in line with the 1999 Constitution as amended, that states may establish the legal, regulatory, and commercial frameworks for their domestic electricity markets.
The minister further charged authorities and the current discourse to work together to invest in reinforcing and extending local distribution infrastructure in a way that enhances competition wherever possible. In their separate remarks at the event, the coordinating minister of the economy and the minister of finance, Wale Edun, and his counterpart from the budget and economic planning, Senator Abubakar Bagudu, emphasized the need for regular power supply for rapid socio-economic development. Also, the permanent secretary, Ministry of Power, Temitope Fashedemi, shed more light on the relevance of the ministerial retreats.
There should be a deliberate and definitive model of human capacity development that will support all aspects of policy making, regulation, and the operation and maintenance of various assets, plants, and equipment across the value chain. Human capital development strategies that are in tune with best practices should be enshrined within the industry, especially for the private sector players, to ensure talent retention, foster inclusivity, and promote diversity within the industry.
8 priority areas, because it fits clearly under his priority of growing the economy, rapid, sustained, inclusive growth. Power is clearly at the heart of that attempt. You cannot have industrialization, you cannot have growth of manufacturing without electricity.
A major plank of the Agenda 2050 is our ability to deliver our investments in power. And only 14% of the $100 billion per annum investment is expected to even come from the public sector. So that means we have hard thinking to do, heavy lifting to do in order to meet the power goals.
The retreat was attended by stakeholders in the energy sector. From Abuja, Kule Ojo, Galaxy TV.